Hey, what's going on, guys? Just wanted to make this video to basically help you understand what you're doing when you train for strength. All right, so basically what we need to do is we need to figure out, I guess the biggest thing is that when you're training and you want to make extreme strength gains, is I want you to understand that your strength is seriously just based upon your nerves, your central nervous system. But it's more because you're training your nerves to be able to handle more stress or more weight or more load, if that makes sense. So every muscle in your body has a nerve connected to it, and each nerve that's connected to that all stems from your brain. So basically, when you go to lift a heavier weight, your brain signals your muscles to contract through those nerves. So the more efficient that your brain is in telling your muscles to contract through that nerve, the better your lifts are going to be, and the stronger that you're essentially all out going to be. So the myth that that if you're a huge dude or if you have a bunch of muscle in your body means you're strong, that is not true. You might look strong. It's the theory that like you can look strong and not be strong. So it's that theory that we're squashing with this, and basically telling you that we're basically telling you that your size and your strength don't always go hand in hand. So let me break this down to you. So through your brain telling your muscles to contract and lifting more weight, that's kind of where the theories of like 5x5s, your working sets and stuff like that, that's when those come into play. So those come into play because you're basically taking the max of what you can do, a percentage of the max of what you can do, and putting your nerves in a place to be able to get used to that weight. So for example, say your max is 500 pounds, and you're called to do 3 sets of 3 or 3 sets of 3 with 465, something like that, 465, 460. So you go in and you lift and you do your 3 sets of 3 with 465. What happens is that your central nervous system can adapt to that weight. And and basically the next time your brain tells your muscle to pick up that much weight, it gets easier and easier, essentially leading to heavier weight getting easier and easier, and your 1 rep max going up. So that's the theory and the science behind strength building. Now I will say something too, is that a massive key to your strength is learning and practicing your lifts. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the central nervous system in any other regard, if you look at it in the terms of a sprinter, of a running back, of anybody, is that the way that they train is to change the way that they're running, or change the way that they're sprinting, or changing their posture, changing their stride length, or changing their form to be able to maximize their central nervous system the way that they need it to. So for example, a sprinter is if you're running and your strides are longer, but it takes your central nervous system a little bit more to push there and get those strides. Maybe if you shorten your strides and make it easier for your central nervous system to be able to tell those parts of your body to move that certain way, it may shorten the stride, but you might be able to get more strides per second or more strides per minute, whatever it may be, long distance, whatever. Is that if that's what you have to do, and essentially leading to a faster 40 miles or a faster 40-yard dash, then that's stuff that's stuff you need to do. If you guys do hand-eye coordination stuff, say if you're a running back and you do a drill where you're running towards 3 cones, and at the last second somebody drops and has 2 people fill 2 holes, and you got to find the lane and cut through it. Doing those things trains your central nervous system to be able to work faster, and just changing your form and changing the way that you do things. So don't ever think that you have form down perfectly. There can always be something you can adjust, and as long as you keep an open mind about that, then you should have zero issue with correcting or changing or making the strength gains that you need to do. And finally, on top of doing your 3 sets or whatever, doing your working sets, and training that way, and on top of changing your form and constantly looking to better your leverages or whatever, build it to the way your body is built. But on top of that, do not train, don't constantly train your central nervous system. Train your accessory movements, basically. Take a day or two, instead of lifting heavy all the time. What can happen is that your body can adjust to that, and if you train it too much, it can become stagnant. If you train it too much, you're going to hit a massive plateau. It can really crush your gains, man, and strength gains. And it's very easy to do. It's almost like anything else, is that if you overdo the same thing over and over and over and over, your body gets adapted to that type of training. So don't do that. Train your accessory movements, because in all, think about this, is that if we're working all together as a team and your central nervous system is here, and it sends through the nerve to your muscle, and your muscles are stronger, that leads to overall strength, guys. And here's the thing, at the end of the day, when it comes to your central nervous system and sending that to your muscles, making sure that your muscles have progressed in that type of way, that's where your size comes from, is because no matter what you lift, your nerves aren't doing it on their own. They work together with your muscles as a team. So that's where the size of your muscle comes into play. That's why most of your strongest guys in the world have a lot of mass, because they're training through their central nervous system, and also training their muscles for ultimate gains, guys. So I just wanted to break that down for you. I'm about to run in the hospital, get my wife her lunch, and I will check back all with you. Again, I hope this helped people. Leave a like, subscribe. Have any questions, definitely email me, shoot me a text, whatever you got to do. Just get a hold of me, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you got. So yeah, I will see y'all later.